Hey everyone, so did you guys know that VS Code is not only used for coding, but also for documentation? I mean, that's news to me. Some developers use it mainly just for that. So in this video, we're gonna show you how, along with some extensions that make the process even easier. Let's check it out. Documenting in VS Code is straightforward using markdown language, which is a lightweight markup language to add formatting to text. There are alternatives, but we'll use markdown for this demo. So to learn more, you can check out this site here. Right now I have an opened blank folder, so let's create a document for reminders like a shopping list amongst other pieces of information. So I'll go ahead and get started here by creating a file called reminder.md for markdown, and Visual Studio will recognize that it's markdown, as you can see on the bottom right hand corner. And you'll see why some people love this, because it's almost like writing HTML but in a much simpler fashion. So for example, if you wanted to write a header that said shopping list, you just use the # followed by shopping list. And to preview what you're seeing, just hit Command K, let go of the keys, and press the letter V. Now if I wanted to add a second header, a subheading like H2 for items, I just do 2 $. So look at how easy that is. If I wanted to do a numbered list, just type in 1, and my first item will be a laptop, 2, a big mouse, and 3, an SSD hard drive. Let's say I wanted to add an image. I could add that to the root of my folder. We'll close out this view here. And to add the image, all I need to do is drag it and hold the Shift key, and that will allow me to specify where I want it within my code and drop it, and it automatically puts the right formatting to display the image. So now you could already get a sense of how easy it is to create detailed documentation in a nice formatted way. Let's say I wanted to add some JavaScript code. If I paste that in, that doesn't look very nice, right? But if we add 3 ticks and then specify the language like JS here, now it recognizes it, and then all we need to do is close with another 3 ticks where your code ends. And if we scroll down a little bit, we can see how nicely formatted that is. So now let's say you're inputting a lot of documentation together and it needs to be in multiple pages. Well, you'll probably want to have links that navigates from one page to another. So to create a link, all you need to do is add the description of your link within brackets like this. Link to more info in this readme.md, and then the destination of the page. So it's going to point to another file called readme.md. And as you can see, there's the link. So I don't have that page in my folder yet. So let me go ahead and just drop that in. I'll close this automatic view that popped up. And now if I go and click on the link, it brings up the page. So why don't we go ahead and take a look at the contents of it in a full view. After closing those windows, I could do Command K, V, and if we glance down here, we can see all the different syntax that's required to get the results that you see on the right hand side, such as block quotes, lists, be it unordered or ordered, code, which we already went over, tables, etc. So by looking at this, you can see how detailed and neat documentation can be with all of these different ways of formatting, and the learning curve is extremely low. And that's really nice. So now if I'd like to publish this, I can go ahead and click on source control on the right hand side, choose initialize repository. I'll enter in first commit. I didn't stage, so it's prompting me if I want to stage. I'll say yes and hit publish, and I will save this to a private repository called mygitproject_c. And if we take a look at it, we'll see the results, And if I were to go to my reminder doc, scroll down, I could see our original document that we put together with our code and our link, which works here also. Now you just saw that I had to commit, stage, and push my content after I was done. But if I'm working with a lot of document, I might not want to have to remember to keep doing that over and over. So this is where an extension like GitDoc comes into play, which is an extension that automatically commits, push, pulls changes on save, almost like you were in a Word document. So whenever you hit save, it will push and commit for you. Now it does this every 30 seconds or so, which you can modify. So let me first make sure that it is enabled. I'll hit Shift Command P and I see GitDoc. It was cached, so it shows it right away. It is enabled. So I'm going to go ahead and change this to really big mouse and hit save. And on source control, it should now commit for me within a few seconds. And there it goes. So now if we go ahead and check on GitHub and refresh our screen, it should change from big mouse to really big mouse for number 2. So there's a lot more to GitDoc that you can review and experiment with, like these features mentioned here. But there's also a host of other extensions that are specifically designed for document management, like Dendron, Mintlify, Foam, and more. So go ahead and check them out and get a feel for what you prefer. So one last thing I'd like to show you is how you can access your project using Visual Studio Code online. That's vscode.dev by opening up a remote repository and specifying your URL here. Or in my case, I was already just in here, so I can just select it from recently opened. And now I can come here and make whatever changes that I want. If I wanted to change this to very fast laptop, I'll just come here to source control, make sure I stage my changes, and I'll type in second commit, click the check to accept, and if we come here to check my changes, very fast laptop is displayed. Pretty cool, huh? Let me know in the comments if you use VS Code for documentation and what kind. And if you got value out of this video, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button, and I will see you in the next one.